What's up guys, Izzy from Endless RVing, and in today's video we're going to show you how we tow our vehicle using a trailer. You're not going to want to miss it. Guys, so here's the question, here's the controversy, the fights on every forum that I watch. Everybody has their own opinion, and that's great, okay? But this is our opinion, this is the way we're gonna do it, okay? So, how we choose to tow our vehicle. There's three basic ways that you can tow a vehicle, the most popular ways, right? You have, you can use the tow dolly, which basically you have two wheels on a dolly, and your back wheels, the back wheels are gonna be free. You have four wheels down, and actually we have our next door neighbor here has that. Let's show you. You're gonna have a system over here. If you can see, they have, I'm not sure what kind of system it is, the Blue Ox or not, but very similar. Essentially, you would hook this to the front of your vehicle via a tow plate, tow bar, and then you're gonna tow with your vehicle four wheels down, rolling flat behind your motorhome, okay? Advantages and disadvantages to all of them. The advantages of that is that it probably takes 10 minutes to hook up. Some of the disadvantages are that it's vehicle specific, so you have to have that tow plate on your vehicle. You can only use one vehicle. There's not many vehicles anymore that are even able to be flat towed. Anything with a CVT transmission, which a lot of new vehicles are because of emissions, you can't flat tow those. So as the years go on, they're gonna have a limited amount that you can tow. The dolly, I've never dealt with it. From what I hear, it's a little bit of a pain. Again, you're limited in the vehicles you can tow with that simply because some vehicles can be dolly towed. So what we chose, we went with a trailer, okay? This is an 18-foot trailer, 18-foot bed, 24 feet overall, okay? This is by a company is called Econo Trailer. Econo Trailer out of Claysburg, Pennsylvania, I believe. Actually, let me read the label here. Econo Trailer, Claysburg, Pennsylvania, okay? We purchased this. It's a lightweight trailer. The 24-foot, or 18-foot, 24-foot overall, 1,450 pounds, okay? They also sell a 15-foot, which I believe is 21 feet overall, which is 1,300, I believe, 42 pounds. The cost on this, $2,100. The cost on the one, the 15-foot one, $2,000, okay? What are we towing? Right now we're towing a 2000 Mustang V6. The curb weight for that is just over 3,000 pounds. For the weight Nazis, when we get a chance to go to the cat scales, we will weigh it, okay? Why we chose this? Well, first of all, it's about half the price of a four wheels down setup, okay? Second thing, resale value, okay? So if I ever choose to go down and go the four wheels down route, unless you're selling your Blue Ox or whatever your system is, your four wheels down system, you're pretty much gonna sell it with a motorhome, or you're gonna get nothing for it. It's just, you are reduced your population to people that have motorhomes. This, on the other hand, these are popular. These sell all the time. Some other reasons why I chose this, electronic brakes, 7,000 pound gross vehicle GVRW, so I can almost up to 7,000 pounds, including the trailer weight. We have double axles in here, dual 3,500 pound axles, 14-inch wheels and tires. These are 205/75 14s, okay? LED lighting throughout the back. I'll show you. So LED lighting, easy slide out ramps. So just unclip them. Easy slide out, makes going on and off very quick. We have 5 points to strap down. We got a loop here, one here, two up front, and then one right below the tongue jack. Cross members, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 cross members, which I like. Fenders are not too high, so I can open the door, no problem. I believe they're 8-inch fenders. Everything's painted. and they're manufactured from scratch in PA in the USA. So let's move up front and show you how easy this is to hook up, okay? It has a battery source on board. All right. You have the runaway brake also on here, comes with the chains. Pro Series 2,000 pound manual hitch, a manual tongue jack. Ball size is 2 5/16 ball size, all right? So put a wheel caster up front. I think it was 30 bucks from E-Trailer. I'm gonna show you, like, so I'm a younger guy, right? I work out, but it's not heavy. So I can kind of move this around. If I have to move it, it's no problem. I can slide it back and forth by myself. If MJ's pushing, it's even easier. So I want to show you how easy this is to hook up, okay? First thing you're gonna do, the receiver, you're just gonna open it up into the open position, okay? We're gonna line everything up. Bring the tongue down. And I actually like these better than the power, because when I had the trailer, the power is a huge pain. We're in there, all right? I'm gonna test it. Yeah, so that's gonna be the open position. That's gonna be the closed position, right? There's gonna be a pin that goes in here. They sell different ones. This is the simplest of the simple. That's so it doesn't allow this to come up. What you're gonna do, you're gonna do a quick test. You do your deadlifts, 1. It's good, right? It's in there. 7-pin connector, okay? If you have to have a trailer brake, right? And I explained this in another video, a trailer brake controller, I apologize. Trailer brake controller, what it's gonna do, it's gonna, when I tap the brakes inside the motorhome, it's gonna activate the electronic brakes on those wheels there. So it's gonna help break the weight in here and take the stress off the brakes on the motorhome. What was that?
So we'll put a card in there.
Yeah, we're gonna, I'm sorry, NJ's telling me we're gonna put a card. We'll put a card up here somewhere, referring you back to that video. Very easy install, okay? 7-pin connector, connecting here, all right. That's connected, okay? So this, you have to have a 7-pin connector. 7-pin connector is gonna connect you so when these lights are on, those LED lights in the back are gonna light up, and the 7-pin connector is also gonna activate the brakes with the trailer brake controller, okay? Show you what, and that, guys, I'm going really slow right now. This is a lot quicker when me and MJ are doing it. So we're gonna go safety chains, safety chain. You wanna X them, and I'll explain that in a minute why you wanna X them. The safety chain there, okay? Then you're gonna take your little runaway train breakaway brake. That's gonna go in there also. Now, what that does, guys, actually I gotta do this. I wanna come over. Let's come over here, there we go. What this is gonna do, right? So, if for whatever reason everything failed, these chains broke, it came off the hitch, and this thing ran away. When this cord pulls this out, it's gonna activate the brakes. This battery is gonna activate those trailer brakes, and it's gonna stop the trailer, okay? So that's why you want, so you have several mechanisms. You have your hitch. If that fails, you got 2 chains. If that fails, you have, as last ditch effort, this breakaway brake safety, all right? You're gonna roll this all the way up. I'm also gonna take this caster out because you don't want that falling off, okay? That comes right out in a pin. Here's a caster wheel. I believe these are like 30 bucks. You don't have to get this. You can get a flat, they have like the flat foot that you can put on there, but this is gonna allow us to wheel this thing around, okay? So you're gonna bring this all the way up. Step by step, guys. So we don't want you to be intimidated by the size of this. This is really easy to do. That's in there nice and tight, okay? This will go in the trunk of the car. Next thing you would do is bring the other ramp out. Okay? Everything is set up now, okay? So what we would do, and we're gonna do this in the morning for you because it's starting to get dark. When we come back in the morning, I'm gonna show you, MJ is gonna direct me to drive this up here. We're gonna drive the Mustang up here. If you see, we have some tape right here. That's where the front wheel is gonna go, our front tire. Ideally, you want the weight on your hitch to be about 10 to 15% of your overall weight. So If overall package is 4,500 pounds, you want about 450 pounds on your hitch, okay? So you do that by weighing and do the calculations. Once this is done, we'll bring it up, we'll strap everything down. We're gonna show you how easy that is to do. Really easy, guys. We don't want you to be afraid. Some advantages to this: you can tow whatever car you want as long as you're within your weight and you're not beating up your car. And it's transferable to any RV, pickup, whatever has a hitch. So come back tomorrow morning, we'll show you the final step and show you how quick this is gonna be. All right, guys, so we're back out on day ready to leave. I have MJ directing me, Jason's on the camera. We're lined up, and here we go. We're gonna get it up on the ramp. You ready? Gonna make sure everything's lined up. I have a manual transmission car. So we're gonna put the emergency brake on, shut it down, put it into first gear, and that took all of about 30 seconds to do. Next step, what we're gonna do is we're now gonna strap everything down using some tow straps, and we'll get those straps out, and then we'll give you an example of how to do one strap, and then we'll show you when all four are done. All right, guys, so you saw how easy it was to put this on. It's definitely a two-person job, but so is every other one, right? Every other system. So we're on. We're gonna bring the ramps up. All right, that's good, all right? So what I'm gonna do now, I am gonna strap down one tire just for demonstration purposes and show you how simple this really is. Okay, so we have these straps. You can get them on Amazon, the links will be below, okay? So there's two ways you can do this. You can kind of do like over the tire. I'm gonna do through the wheel because I have big wide rims here. You wanna make sure there's no kinks in the strap. You're gonna put it through. All right, through there, okay? And now my tie down point is gonna be right over here, okay, in this loop. All right, these close this way. So I think it's gonna come over. Let's get this loop out. Here. All right, over, through, over. Take out all the slack. All right, now you're gonna wanna hook in. I'm gonna hook into this over here, into my link here. Lock that down, all right? And take out the slack, take out the slack. Now we're gonna start cranking this down, okay? And you wanna crank it down. There we go, that's nice and tight. Then you're gonna pull this latch up. It's gonna lock down, all right? The excess, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it around. Now normally we wouldn't be filming this. MJ would be setting up all the straps for me. And then I would just go around and lock them all down. Again, two-person job, makes things go a lot faster. You can do this with one person, but it's gonna be a lot more difficult. So I am going to just come this way. Let's run this through the loop here. And then I'm gonna run it underneath the ties. There we go, all right? Pull it through. All right, we should be good there, okay? If you're riding a long distance, when you stop to, to take a pee, whatever, just come and check these straps. If I need to tighten it up, the only thing I could do is unlock it and then give it another crank down, which I don't have to because it's tight, and it'll tighten everything up. So we're gonna do that for all four wheels. We'll come back when all four wheels are set up. I'll show you the finished product, and then what you're gonna have to do, one quick safety walkthrough, make sure everything's strapped down. All right, guys, we're back. All four wheels are strapped down. Me and MJ kind of starting getting the system. This is actually the second time we've done this, and we're getting better and better every time. So just take a quick look. Strap down in the front, back. It's the same thing on the other side, okay? What you want to look for when you test these, let's actually come up front, you'll see it better. You want to make sure these straps are nice and tight, right? So when I pull it, it's nice and tight, okay? These are locked down, make sure they're all locked down. We already went over that. Now just a quick couple of safety checks. turn your lights on, okay? Lights are on. Look at your trailer. You see the side marker light is on. Good. You see all our marker lights are on. And then you're gonna test your brake lights. You're gonna hit the brakes and make sure those brake lights turn on. They should turn on because everything else is working. So we're good here. Make sure your chocks are out. Our chocks are out. I'm gonna test the air pressure before we leave. Make sure the tires, air pressure is good to go. And then you wanna do a final walkthrough check. It's nice and tight. Chains are on and they're X'd. And the reason why they're X'd, so if this ever comes off the ball, this will fall onto the X and kind of cause a cradle, so this doesn't drop down and start sparking. So your chains are on, they're X'd. Your breakaway cable for the brake is on, and my 7-way connector, give it a tug, it's in there tight. So we should be good to go. Next thing we're gonna do, MJ will close all the slides, we'll bring up the jacks, we'll do another walkthrough, and make sure everything's good to go before we go. So I hope this video helped you guys out. We haven't seen anything on YouTube really discussing this specifically for RVs because we looked when we were trying to figure this out. So we're gonna bring it to you. This is real easy to do. Don't be scared by what you read. Learn to do it, and it's not that bad. So if you like the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Give us a thumbs up, share this, comment. Also, all the equipment we've used, it'll be on the Amazon affiliate link. If you're choosing to buy straps or whatever, click on that link. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps out the channel. For myself and MJ, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.